Yo, what's up guys? It's Talon here. Today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the entire Chapter 4 Season 1. I'm going to be doing this simply by breaking it down into 4 simple categories. Starting off, I'm going to be talking about the competitive meta. Then, I'm going to be talking about the weapon balance. Next, I'm going to be talking about the enjoyability. And last but not least, I'm going to be just talking about what I thought Epic's performance in their updates and content. In regards to the competitive meta, I'm going to be giving it a score of 2 out of 5, and this is mainly due to the fact that the hammer meta was incredibly RNG. If you remember at the beginning of the season, hammers were abundant throughout the map, and there was basically zero chance that you didn't have one going into the end games. As the season progressed, they nerfed the hammer spawn rate, and if you got into a game without a hammer going into endgame, you were at a significant disadvantage. You essentially had to plan your entire game on how to get a hammer. That means W keying when you didn't want to, or praying if you got an elimination in endgame that the opponent had a hammer, and this didn't matter whether it was solos or duos. This meta was incredibly hammer based, and RNG based metas are not good in my opinion. And the next thing that was kind of bad about this competitive meta was the lack of loot throughout the entire map, and this is much more bigger at the highest level of competitive Fortnite. As you saw, there was a lot of teams in grand finals conning each other because there simply isn't enough loot density throughout the map to support. With the lack of POIs and the lack of metal on the map, this really led to a lot of teams basically having to fight off spawn, and a lot of big teams not placing as well as they probably should have due to their actual skill. So hopefully next season they change this. In regards to the weapon balance, I'm actually going to be giving the score of 4.5 out of 5. I thought that there was no weapon that was incredibly dominant that you had to have it, and there wasn't a lot of frustrating ways dying to weapons. The Twin Mag's rapid fire rate was balanced by the fact that it had a lower magazine size. The Thunder Shotgun was kind of a little bit balanced due to the fact that even though it was powerful, the reload time, and the Maven was a good option if you like playing aggressive, jumping in box to box. You also had a good option with AR long range tags for higher level competitive Fortnite with the Red Eye assault rifle. So I believe there was a lot of good balanced weapons throughout this entire season. The only reason why it's not getting a 5 out of 5 for me is I'm taking a half point off for including the heavy shotgun. There is nothing more frustrating than missing easy shots due to Bloom with the shotgun. They just need to revert this gun back to its original form. No one likes a Bloom shotgun. It is probably the most meme shotgun ever in the community since they have tried to implement it now in both Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 with this new variant. I just wish it reverted back to the Chapter 1 format. In regard to enjoyability, I'm actually going to give this season a 5 out of 5, and this is actually going to be because of the hammers. The hammers actually made Arena incredibly fun to not only watch from a consumer standpoint, but to actually play. It wasn't a running simulator. You could push fights quickly. I know it made it a little bit chaotic with third parties at times. However, it's a lot of fun. You could get a lot of cool kills with a hammer, learning hammer slam techniques, breaking, hitting clips. I think Arena was fantastic and the best it had been in terms of enjoyability standpoint in a long time. I also thought the addition of late game, I know it came back late in Chapter 3, but this mode needs to be a staple because when queue times are so long for Arena at the higher kind of levels or late at night, this mode is always jumping, always has players, and I know it's not as good as the original, but it's still incredibly enjoyable when you don't want to wait 4.5 minutes for a queue and you want to get into a ton of fights, or you want to play with more traditional shotguns like the Striker and Spaz. So overall, the enjoyability for me, I really enjoyed this season. I wanted to get on and play every day, and there's tons of seasons in the past where that has not been the case, so it's getting a 5 out of 5 for me. The last category I'm going to be evaluating is Epic's performance, and as you would expect, they're going to get a very low grade of 1 out of 5. And this is mainly due to the fact that they did not fix the crazy amount of bugs this season. There was a hammer sliding bug, there was a new audio pickaxe bug, there was the harvester med miss bug, there's still edit bug, there's still control, they're not getting aim assist in bushes and things like that, and they're never addressed. And I saw multiple times these bugs affecting players at the highest level in grand finals, even on the official broadcast, which is just crazy and unbelievable to me. Not only did they not fix any of the bugs, I do like the new augment system. However, a lot of them needed to be tuned or tweaked, and it took too long at times to get these tuned or tweaked. They did finally tweak forecast Daedra Hero because they were incredibly strong at the beginning. And as I mentioned previously, they made the season so RNG in terms of movement. Unfortunately, a hammer spawn at the beginning was very, very good. And then as time went on, they just made it less and less available to get, which kind of made it more RNG and less skill based, which was incredibly frustrating overall. If next season they want to improve, they need to address the bugs and issues with their game a whole lot faster, in my opinion. So overall, on the scale of 20, this season gets a score of 12.5, which may seem like a little bit low. However, it is better than any season, in my opinion, that occurred in Chapter 3. This season brought a new, fresh arena approach with the hammers, a lot of movements, a lot of W King, a lot of high kill games. The shotgun meta felt more traditional with Fortnite with high-powered, powerful shotguns. That was really refreshing after an entire year of dealing with very mid to poor shotguns and everything being spray oriented. I think Fortnite is going on the right track, and if they come up with a better movement meta and they actually address the bugs and issues during the season so they're not on full display in grand finals with the best of the best, which you're excited to watch, I think Fortnite could improve and get back to that World Cup status, which they're trying to do, again, hosting a big LAN event at the end of the year with all the teams that win FNCS. So I think Fortnite is on the up and up, and this season for me was better than anything in 2022. So good start to 2023 for Fortnite. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. And I hope I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace.